Hello and welcome to another episode of Cooking Technique Tuesday. I thought I would do something fun for Super Bowl Sunday. And yes, I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. I don't want to talk about the game. It's still too soon. But I did just get the wonderful Cooking 101 cookbook from Weight Watchers. And they had smashed burger sliders in there. So I thought I would do those because why not? So I actually had a pound of lean ground beef in the freezer. And then I was like, yeah, let's do this because this is going to be good. We got some little sweet slider buns. I've got my red onion, I used red leaf lettuce just for prettiness, and then also tomato and pickles, and I'm using pickles. Actually, I always drive back from Texas. They are best made. Shout out to any Texans out there. I used to live there. I'm in Colorado now, but I always make sure to have those pickles on hand because, in my opinion, they're the best. So I'm going to add a little salt and pepper to the beef here in just a second, but first I'm going to make the sauce. So basically, it's a little bit of light mayonnaise, a little bit of Dijon, and a little bit of ketchup. And I always keep the sugar-free ketchup on hand, so that's the one I'm using. Or no sugar added, I should say. There we go. So you get a little bit of tanginess from the Dijon. I love ketchup. It's actually like my favorite condiment. So I'm just going ahead and mixing this together so it is done. Boom, easy spread. Now I've got our meat. And what I'm going to do, in the recipe, it says to season each patty with the salt and pepper. And I might put a little bit on top, but I'm also going to put some actually in. Because what I want to do anyways is mix up the meat. And what we're going to do is we've got a pound of meat. So we're basically going to make 8 little patties out of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of mix the salt and pepper in, and then I'm just going to divide the meat by 8, and then I'm going to make a little patty and just kind of smash it down a little bit. So that kind of takes 2 hands. So what I'm going to do is finish this up, and then I'll see you over by the cast iron where I'm going to cook our burgers. See you in a minute. Alrighty, I've got my cast iron nice and hot, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cook 4 at a time. And I'm going to smash these down a little bit with my spatula. And they should need about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Smash it down. And this is actually from the Weight Watchers cookbook. They said to put a little indent with your finger to keep it from curling, which I thought was interesting. I had not heard that before. I also, spoiler alert, am not a huge hamburger fan, so I have never actually even cooked a hamburger on this pan, and I've had this pan for like a year. So there we go. I'm more of a hot dog person. Shout out to 99% fat-free Hebrew National Hamburgers. So there we go. Maybe inject that again a little bit. There we go. All right, so I'm going to cook this for a couple minutes on one side and then flip it over. See you in a minute. Alrighty, I've got the fan above on because it's smoking a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and flip these over. Ooh, nice. Alrighty, so I'm going to cook these for just a couple more minutes. This was about probably 2.5 minutes on that side, and they're looking pretty good. So I'm just going to cook these for now because also I'm single and live alone. And, well, this is my dinner, and, well, I'm only going to have 2 of these because they're not necessarily low in points. This is one where it's the real thing, real meat and everything like that, but small portions, which is always important. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these off. I'll see you back over with our condiments so we can plate this up. Alrighty, welcome back. So my burgers are all cooked. I've got my little slider buns that come actually pre-cut, which is kind of nice. So I'm just going to take a little bit of our mixture of sauce and put about a teaspoon on each side. I'm excited for this. I'm not the world's biggest burger person, but sliders for some reason I can always get behind. So like I said, I thought this would be a good one for the Super Bowl. There we go. All right, scoop that out of the way. So now what I'm gonna do is put one of our patties on here, on the flat one, obviously. I'm going to put that first, put a couple of pickle slices, my tomato, and red leaf lettuce. And there we go. We have a perfect little slider. Quick and easy. I'm going to take a bite. For me, a pickle always makes the burger. So, it tastes great with the slider buns. The sauce is perfect. Again, a little tanginess from the mustard, sweetness from the ketchup and the mayo. Perfect. So, I hope everybody enjoys the Super Bowl. I'll still be wearing my cowboy shirt and crying a little bit, but that's okay. So, anyway, and just a reminder too that this came from the Cooking 101 cookbook, and we'll have more videos to come from that one. And I will see you next Cooking Technique Tuesday. Go Cowboys.